23 ABC's Josh Sanders has been looking at the state of cold cases in the county. The district attorney saying new forms of DNA evidence were crucial in those convictions.
It's the evolution of DNA evidence that's warming up these cold cases. However, the cold truth is California's 11th largest county remains #1 in homicides. We want to warn viewers that some of the pictures and video in this story are graphic. In the country's most populated state, made up of 58 counties, Kern County holds a cold truth.
We have 11 homicides per 100,000, and we are clearly #1. And about 50% of our homicides are unsolved.
Prior to District Attorney Cynthia Zimmer taking office, the number of cold cases was unknown. Now, for the first time, Bakersfield police have set up a cold case unit.
It is extremely important that we get justice for these families. 50% of families don't get any justice, and we want to be able to achieve justice for someone who takes somebody else's life.
According to BPD, from 1933 to 2016, there have been over 300 documented cold cases in the city alone. Since taking office, Zimmer has increased the number of prosecutors in the homicide unit from 5 to 12.
There's no doubt about it, our homicide rate is higher.
Captain Joe Mullins has been with the department for 30 years, currently leading the department's cold case unit. Established in 2016 under Chief Lyle Martin, Mullins says the unit has allowed the department to re-engage cases gone dormant due to limits in past resources and technology surrounding DNA.
And in going backwards, we're finding out that there were things left to be done in some of these cases. There were things we could do. So we established a case specifically to go back and reassess all the cases that we've ever had.
Cold cases like the 1979 murder of 18-year-old Dawn Coombs, found naked in her bathtub, her hands and wrists tied together with a telephone cord behind her back and a pillowcase placed over her head.
You don't deny that you knew Ms. Coombs.
Correct. How could they have semen, any man's semen, from 39 years ago?
That is the last time anyone saw Dawn alive.
In July, Deputy DA Gina Pearl successfully convicted Prentice Foreman in the county's oldest cold case. The case reopened in 2010, and 7 years later, new DNA technology linking Foreman to Coon's murder.
The amount of genetic information that we're able to get from a sample, the types of samples that we are able to process, it's just a variety of different technologies and typing systems that we can use now that we couldn't use before.
Whereas most counties have to send DNA samples away for analysis, Kern County's lab is downtown. Lab Director Tammy Nose says techniques have improved significantly in a short period of time, with new software allowing them to interpret DNA mixtures of 3 to 5 people and cutting down on turnaround time from 200 days to just 60 in the last 4 years. Another cold case solved this year was the murder of 37-year-old Maria Pina, the McDonald's worker shot in cold blood during a robbery in 2001.
In that case, the clothing items were significant. We obtained what we call wearer DNA, and that would be samples taken from inside the clothing, along the collar, along the armpit, from someone who is wearing the clothes.
That wear DNA coming from skin cells. And in March, it was Wear DNA and the Secret Witness Hotline that led to the arrest and convictions of Cedric Sutton and Darnell Wheat, both known gang members. Wear DNA found in the clothing Sutton and Wheat wore almost 20 years ago. Zimmer recognizes there's still more work to be done in bringing closure to the families of unsolved cases. So far this year, she says homicides are down about 20%, a number she hopes to continue to attack along with cold cases.
Even if it's one of the smaller agencies that they do not have enough resources to work on cold cases, our Bureau of Investigation will work on them for them or help them.
Zimmer says about 70% of the homicides in Kern County are gang-related. She says a challenge in solving those cases is getting witnesses to come forward. She points to the Secret Witness Hotline as a resource. For that information, you can find that on turner23.com. Coming up this Sunday, we're airing a special Kern County Unsolved at 6:30. Make sure you tune in to that. For now, in Bakersfield, Josh Sanders, 23 ABC, connecting you.